Hey guys, Bird Yu-Gi-Oh here, coming at you with another deck profile. This time I did a little update to my Cyber Dragon deck. I thought you guys might want to see it. So yeah, if you haven't already, go and subscribe. I tend to do more budget, kind of rogue strategies. So let's get right into this one. Starting off with 3, the original Cyber Dragon. If your opponent controls a monster, you just special summon him, so he's just a free monster. He's 2100 attack, so good beater. He's level 5. He's just perfect. 3, Cyber Dragon Hers. He's a machine duplication target. If he's special summoned, you can make his level 5. And then if he's sent to the graveyard, you can add one other Cyber Dragon from your deck or your graveyard to your hand. And most of all of the other Cyber Dragon monsters that we play all become their Cyber Dragon on the field and in the grave. So that's the same for Cyber Dragon Core. He's another machine duplication target. He's your best normal summon that you have, because when he's normal summoned, you can add one Cyber spell or trap from your deck to your hand. And then if only your opponent controls a monster, you can banish him from the graveyard and special summon one Cyber Dragon monster from your deck. I play 2 Cyber Dragon Veer. He's a really good budget option. If you normal or special summon a Cyber Dragon, you can special summon this card from your hand. And then each Cyber Dragon you control gains 500 attack and defense. So that can potentially mess you up for machine duplication. So just keep an eye out for that. Be careful. You don't want to, if you have machine duplication in hand, normal summon him, you don't necessarily want to special summon him, because he'll give him 500 attack. So keep that in mind. But he is still very good for just getting another Cyber Dragon on board for like Power Bond or whatever you need. And then the last Cyber Dragon monster we play is just one Dre. He's a decent normal summon. When he's normal summoned, you can make all Cyber Dragons you currently control become level 5. And then he's of course treated as Cyber Dragon in the grave as well. And 1800 attack is not bad. So for kind of our supporting engine for all this, 3 Galaxy Soldier is a really good budget option. Easy way of getting into Cyber Dragon Nova. You just send one other light monster from your hand to the graveyard, special summon him, and then when this card is special summoned, you can add one other Galaxy Soldier basically from your deck to your hand. So he's very, very good. He's a level 5 machine. And then 3 Gizmek Yada. That's my newest edition. I found it's very good. Say you open up, any of these guys, you normal summon, then you can special summon him by tributing one of them. And then, so like say you have Hers, normal summon him. If you have machine duplication, that's even better, but normal summon him, and then you tribute him to then special summon Gizmek. Hers will then add a Cyber Dragon from your deck to your hand. So you got a Cyber Dragon, and hopefully you have other stuff too. But I found he was just a very good addition to this deck. He's a level 5 machine light again, so he just kind of fits in with everything. I feel he's just perfect for this deck. For the spells, we got 2 Cyber Repair Plant. This card, you just have to have Cyber Dragon in your graveyard. And if you have 3 or more Cyber Dragons in your grave, you can do both of these effects. But one of them is you can activate this and add one light machine type monster from your deck to your hand. That's mostly what we're going to be using. And then you can target one light machine type monster in your graveyard, shuffle that into your deck. So like I said, if you have 3 or more, you can use both of those effects just for kind of recurring some stuff. And I like 2 Cyber Rev system. It's really good. It's not once per turn, so that's why I play 2. It is searchable, obviously, too, but you just special summon one Cyber Dragon from your hand or graveyard, and it can't be destroyed by card effects, but it just gets you another body on board. And then, as I mentioned, we play 3 machine duplication. We have 6 targets. This card is absolutely broken. If you can get it off, I find it hard to get off, sometimes, because everyone knows what's coming out once you activate that card. And I still really like 3 Super Poly. I have 2 targets. in my extra deck for it. It's a really good card. There's a lot of decks that this card will hurt. Then I still play 3 Power Bond. It's very, very good. You know, if you just have 2 Cyber Dragons, one on the field, one in the hand, you can get off Chimera Tech Rampage, which is just, it's a very good card. It just gets everything going for you, and then potentially just kills your opponent just like that. And then 2 Overload Fusion. You know, you can activate Power Bond, get him to the grave, and then activate Overload Fusion. So this is going to be especially good when we have Master Rule 5 in effect, because you'll be able to special summon your fusion monsters, you know, 2 or 3 of them to the main board instead of having to make a Link monster or something to get you 2 arrows. So, but still, right now it is very good as well. The last of the fusion cards, we play Instant Fusion. The only target we have for that is just Panzer Dragon, but it's your level 5 machine type. And I found even, you know, if your opponent's trying to block you out with there can only be 1 or some other cards like that, just floodgates. If this card is, so Instant Fusion summons the monster, summons him, and then it destroys it during the end phase. And when this card is destroyed, you can target 1 card on the field and destroy it. So it's a good way of getting rid of problem cards that, you know, potentially are hurting you. 2 Pot of Desires. You know, it's one of those cards that you don't have to use it, especially if you have the cards you need. But if you don't have the cards you need a way of getting to something. So I find Pot of Desires, even though it has the potential of banishing your Cyber Dragons and important cards that you need, it's still important. 1 Foolish Burial to just send, you know, any Cyber Dragon that you need to the grave, but a lot of times it's going to be hers, because that's the one, if it's sent to the grave, you can add 1 Cyber Dragon from your deck. And then the last 2 cards are 2 Cybernetic Overflow. It's a very, very good card. You just banish Cyber Dragons with different levels from your hand, face up on the field and graveyard, and you destroy an equal number of cards your opponent controls. And then if this card is destroyed, you can add 1 Cyber Spell or Trap from your deck to your hand. So it is a very, very good card. That's why I played at 2. It is still searchable, again, off of Core, but I still really like it. So that is the main deck. We stuck with 40. There's a lot of combo pieces you want to see in your either your opening hand or you're going second hand. Now for the extra deck, the most obvious choice is going to be 2 Cyber Dragon Nova. It's easy enough, you know, you get him out, then you can detach, and then if you have another Cyber Dragon in grave, you can special summon that back. And then obviously the main reason is going into slapping an Infinity on top of him to just get a really, really good negate, and you know, you just target a face-up monster on the field and attach it to this as material, so it'll get rid of some problem monsters that maybe can't get destroyed on your opponent's field. Our Power Bond and Overload Fusion targets are 2 Chimera Tech Rampage. Basically, when he's fusion summoned, you can target spell and traps on the field up to the number of fusion materials and destroy them. And then once per turn, you can send up to 2 light machine type monsters from your deck to the graveyard, and this gains an additional attack for each one sent. So this could potentially just win you the game right there. And then I also like Cyber Twin. Just requires 2 Cyber Dragons, and it can attack twice. So under Power Bond, it's going to be 5,600 2 times, because Power Bond will double his attack. So it could potentially just steal a game, just, you know, 1 Power Bond. And then Chimera Tech Mega Fleet and Chimera Tech Fortress. Because we have so many Cyber Dragons, these just become, you know, if you're playing against another machine deck, this is good. If you're playing against a deck that makes links, this is good. So, and then our Super Poly targets, Starving Venom for any dark decks that you're playing against, and you have dark monsters as well. So you could potentially, you know, get this off with just 1 monster that they summon. And then Mud Dragon, you can usually do this if you're playing against like another light deck, because it just needs 2 monsters with the same attribute but different types. And then use our instant fusion target, Panzer Dragon. And then our links, just 3 of them. You don't really need them too much, but Seeger's very good. 1 platinum gadget, comes up every now and then Cleafort Genius. Again, it does come up every now and then. So that is the deck for you guys. I will be posting a combo video for this in the next day or two, because I figure you guys want to see that for this one. You can do some pretty cool stuff with this deck, so we will catch you guys on the next one.